Those who embrace an enlightened literacy paradigm embrace a panoramic perspective when considering the world in which we live and the beautiful mosaic of the people who share our world. However, a panoramic perspective is more than simply seeing the bigger picture. It's noticing, paying attention to all that is encompassed in the panorama, both those things that are big and small. Envisioning the mountain on the horizon is important. However, it is equally important to notice the flowers that bloom on the side of the mountain, the animals that graze on the foliage, and the people who dwell on the mountain, raise their children, plant their gardens, and tend to the animals that sustain them. There is beauty in the simple act of living. Pulitzer Prize winning author Marilynne Robinson teaches us the importance of resurrecting the ordinary. In her book Housekeeping, her main character, Ruth, recalls her grandmother hanging laundry on the line and felt that the wind that billowed her sheets announced to her the resurrection of the ordinary, and that her grandmother performed the rituals of the ordinary as an act of faith. Reading Marilynne Robinson's novels has transformed how I now read and teach literacy. I stop and ponder descriptions that I may have previously skimmed. I've begun rereading the mentor texts I've used in my classes, resurrecting the ordinary through the extraordinary words of the authors. For example, in her memoir, The Distance Between Us, Reyna Grande describes sitting on a train rail waiting for her brother one night in Mexico. Grande writes, I listened to the crickets singing their sad songs. The canal gurgled. The wind rustled the branches of the guamuchil trees. The fireflies were playing peekaboo among the bushes, and I wanted to get up and chase them, trap them in my cupped hands, and set them free inside Abuelita Chinta's house, where they could glow above us like stars. As I read Grande's description of one night in her home country, I am transported back in time to my grandparents' country home, to the sounds of the bees humming in the grapevines behind their house, the soft grunts of pigs, the wonderful scents of freshly baked biscuits, fried chicken, and peach cobblers that wafted through their little house, and the slapping of the screen door as noisy grandchildren ran in and out of the screened-in front porch. This remembering makes me happy, the ordinariness of those memories. Enlightened literacy is a journey that enables us to envision hope and possibility. It emphasizes the beauty of the world in which we live and the simple, the ordinary things in our lives that bring us pleasure, give our lives meaning, and connects us to all the other people in our lives, our families, our communities, and our beautiful world. A world that too often seems bleak and contentious, but through enlightened literacy, we can learn to see and resurrect the ordinary as a blessing.